This is take two for Bruce's Autos, customers Ford Transit van. Where I left off was I was going to take it apart at the stub and slip and indicate the end of the spline. So initially I just stuck that indicator with the big fat foot on it up against that right there, and it was showing like an honest 40 something thousandths, but it was on a rough exterior that's rusty. So I took it apart, indicated on the spline, and sure enough, it was about 45 thousandths. So if you can imagine, the end of that spline was going around like that, and that's putting a tremendous amount of whip into this whole thing. They need to run zero or close to it if you're going to be successful. I don't know what knocked it out of whack. You know, just age or rough treatment, or get slammed in park or in reverse hard somewhere, or got over a snowbank, who knows. But so I straightened that out, put it back together, and I could see that the performance of this thing had picked up quite a bit. So I got the weight package adjusted. There was no weights on it. Don't know where those went, but I got weights on it now where they need to be. And so it's turning, that's about 2,600 RPM. Zero at the center bearing, where before 550 RPM was making it just want about jump out of the machine. Zero at the transmission. I have this running on a machined pin that engages the 16 millimeter nose bushing on this tri-flange, this European style. The rubber flex discs on these things are so irregular, they're just not even part of the equation. So that's why this is down at this end. This chuck is small, has less rotating mass than the drive end. So that's the drive end down there where the motor is. And this is the idler end, it just free spins. But you have to keep the spindle here, the chuck and the spindle, turning time with the drive shaft that you're balancing, because the potentiometer there tells you what to do and where to put weight. So I got them taped together so they stay together, but when I have it down at this end and you accelerate and decelerate, it rips the tape apart. The machine doesn't care and the drive shaft doesn't care, because this machine runs in both directions. So that's a win, and I don't have to screw with the tape. So we'll whack the throttle a little more. That's zero at the rear axle, still zero at the center bearing, and zero at the transmission. Transmission. Got myself confused. So we're gonna say that this is a home run, and I didn't blast this, and you know, this is a job trying to get something back to the customer so they can use their van. So we're gonna say this is a good result, and ship it back to Bruce.